What do you got, Joel?
Yeah, the first question that we got, let me pull this one up again. It's what are the differences, Jerry, between all the different translations of our Bible? And is there a best translation?
Wow. Well, I assume we're talking about English. There's something like 30, 32 English translations available, so we can't go through them all. Um,
Hmm.
if you're brand new to the Bible, then I think you need a Bible you can understand as best you can, like something that's in your own language,
Hmm.
because you want to get into it, you want to enjoy it. So I think NIV is a natural choice. After you've been reading the NIV and digging into your Bible, having fun with it for a year or two, then you might say, well, I'd like to have one or two more translations to kind of compare them. That might be fun, in which case you might get the King James, or you might get New Living, or you might get the Message. Um, ESV, it gets used a lot in the churches where I hang out. ESV is good. It's just maybe a little bit more stiff or wooden at
Hmm.
times. NIV is really easily readable.
Everybody kind of has their preference, but
Sure,
I
sure.
haven't known a group of people who love their preference, like some people who love the King James Bible.
Yeah.
Any
Yeah.
idea why it's so popular among some
Hmm.
people? And is there a way to sort of place it on the spectrum of English translations in general?
Yeah. There's several different reasons why some folks like it. So I've talked to brothers and sisters who really love the King James, and they defend it. And so I understand why they do. King James is old,
Hmm.
translated in 1611. That's back before most of your grandparents were born. Okay, so it's got a long heritage to it. It really blazed the trail with regard to English translations.
Hmm.
Okay, it has a kind of a majesty to it because the language is kind of eloquent, a little bit old, but it kind of has a feeling of majesty to it. So this is another reason why folks like it. And there's a very, very technical issue, which we don't need to get into, about manuscripts, manuscript traditions. So the NIV, ESV, New Living Translation, they're based on a different approach to manuscripts. You were mentioning like take for instance the New Testament, originally written in Greek, and so there are literally thousands of copies of it available for us so that we can find out, okay, what was originally said, by Matthew. What did Paul originally say? So the King James is coming at this from a little bit different way than the NIV is coming at it. Okay, I think the NIV is better, but the differences are very, very, very minor. So keep in mind though, King James was translated in 1611. And all languages change over time.
Yeah.
All languages change over time. And so English is a little bit different than it was in 1611.
Hmm.
So I think especially beginners, they need the language that they speak.
Yeah.
Whether
So
that's
so you would say the King James doesn't have such an edge on accuracy to sacrifice all the understanding of what is a hath ye, what
no,
a
no.
lot of the language that we just don't even it's can be an obstacle to understanding is really the
Right. I don't think the King James has the corner of the market on accuracy. I don't think any translation has a corner of the market on accuracy, but it does present a problem to someone new to the Bible in terms of the language. And I don't want to put an additional barrier, because if you're a brand new Christian or you're just kind of exploring the faith and you've never read the Bible before, you need something easy to read. So
Yeah.